as promised, I am now going to try and do something with the Aquafaba that I drained off of the chickpeas that I used previously. Haven't decided whether it's Aquafaba or Aquafaba. Yeah, I'm curious to know how Aquafaba compares to egg white, because it's used as an egg white substitute for vegan thing, and I've never cooked with it. Meringue is kind of the obvious thing to try, but you know what we think of all that sugar. Shane's sugar. I'm not going to make meringue. I'm going to make this thing called cloudbread. That's just basically whisked egg whites and cream cheese and a few other ingredients, like just to make it rise. I found some vegan recipes. I just thought it would be more interesting to try and be a bit more scientific about it. So what I'm going to do is cook exactly the same thing, but I'm going to do a version with egg whites and a version with Aquafaba. The extra ingredients then, as well as the egg whites and the cream cheese, or the Aquafaba and the cream cheese, psyllium husk, which the recipe suggests gives it a more bread-like texture, because I think it's kind of a bit omelette-y otherwise. And I don't know if you've ever come across this, but it's the husk of some sort of seed, and it is the main ingredient in like fibre gel. So if you ever have issues with like gut transit, then you might well have tasted this. And it's kind of like, to eat it on its own, it's kind of quite crunchy, and it has a bit of a almost like a malty flavour, but its main property is it kind of absorbs lots of liquid and kind of becomes this sort of gel, which should help kind of improve the consistency of the cloudbread. So I'm gonna just leave that for a minute and come back to it and show you what it's like. So another ingredient that's supposed to help the consistency and texture of the cloudbread is cream of tartar, which is something else that I have not, to my knowledge, ever cooked with. And it's supposed to like stabilise the foam. I want to taste it because I don't know anything about it really. I'm anticipating sour because it sort of says it's acidic, so here goes. Initially just powdery and then kind of tangy. Not tangy more than sour. So the psyllium husk has been mixed with water a few minutes ago now, and you can see it's gone really kind of gelatinous. I'm going to taste this too. It's a bit like a sort of tapioca or sago pudding in texture. It's not like jelly. Not unpleasant, pretty neutral, kind of slimy. Okay, so in this bowl I then have 5 egg whites, and I'm going to add cream of tartar. So, yep, I reckon that's good. Right, time to do the same thing with the Aquafaba. Let's add the cream of tartar. Look at that! The egg is not going to slide out of the bowl, and the Aquafaba most definitely is, but that's really amazing. Next thing is to add psyllium husk and some baking powder, and some cream cheese. Oh, not like that. And fold those in. Oh, this is exciting. So I'm quickly going to do the same thing with the egg whites. So let's put in the psyllium husk and baking powder, and I'll try and be a bit more elegant with the cream cheese this time. Okay, so that's that one. The next step is to make it into bun-sized portions and get it in the oven. This is the Aquafaba one, and it's kind of gone quite to a gel now, which I guess is because of the psyllium husks. So let's see whether we can spoon this out into reasonable sized portions. Right, that's the Aquafaba one. Now time for the egg white one. Oh, this is so different. All that's left is for both trays to go in the oven at 150 for about half an hour. So they have had about 25 minutes in the oven, and it's not exactly difficult to tell which ones are which. These are egg ones. They look lovely, puffy and crisp on top and delicious. And this is what's happened to the Aquafaba ones. Oh, well, I'm so disappointed. I was so excited at these when they went in, and now they're just still quite wet. Not really. I think I probably could have left them in a bit longer, but I'm not sure it's even edible, so. It's kind of really stretchy and gummy, and I think that's from the psyllium husk. Really gummy, weird texture to eat. The egg ones, on the other hand, pretty good. Smell really eggy, smell really omelette-y. Very light. It's really quite nice. Most certainly nothing like the bread. Don't taste nearly as eggy as they smell. So airy. I'd make those again. This needs work. I might do some more research and see what I can find out, because I'm disappointed, but I feel like there's potential there, but not like this.